this video we will talk about the quality info records. Basically, a quality info records is a relationship between a material and a vendor that allows us to activate some specific functionalities, like controlling the quality system. We can use it for the release quantity as well. We can use it to control if procurement can make a purchase order to this vendor, for example, releasing this info record, for example. So we will need basically two master data, important master data, the activation in the material master, and we will need the info record itself, which is basically an object or a record. We will see that in the video. Let's go first to logistics, quality management, quality planning, basic data, logistic master data, material. Let's go to change. Let's select the quality management view for this plant. Two things are important before creating the quality info record, which is basically the procurement data should be active and a control key should be assigned. Those are the two major requirements. Okay, so let's activate this and let's choose the control key for this. We have, as a standard SAP, we have plenty of control key with different functions. Basically, we will use the certificate required in the future, probably. Okay, I will show you. That is one of the most common things, but basically we will need the supplier release as well as certificate, for example. This is an extra function, and let's keep it simple for this video, and we will just require the supplier release. Supplier release means that there must be a quality info record releasing the supplier to be used, let's say. So let's put the 0001 control key this time, and we will save this. It's important to understand that the QM in procurement is active at the client level, means that all the plants that use the same material will have this activated anyway if we activate it from one plant. Okay, so no matter I'm activating this in plant Z710, all the plants will be active anyway. So there is a control key which is neutral, which is 0000, means that nothing will be required, just in case, for example, we want only for this plant to use the control key for the release, but for the rest of the plants, for example, they will not require the supplier to be released. Okay, this is an example. It will depend on the quality system that your company has. Okay. Yeah, let's save it. Now that we have the master data already set up for the control key, the appropriate control key for the material, and now we can go to quality planning, logistic master data, quality info record, procurement. Let's go to create. So we're going to create the relationship between the material and the supplier. Okay, we can just put here, there is no level at the moment. We can keep it the way it is. We can use the copy model here, so we might be using another info record if we want, but let's create this from scratch. Okay, so one of the most important thing is that the validity. Okay, so for how long this will be valid, let's say, it's important to define in the quality system when you approve a supplier or vendor, for how long this approval will be valid. Okay, so let's put just a date random here, but basically you need to define that based on your quality system. So this means that this vendor will be released until this date. Okay, so we're talking about, this is the American date format, so it's 29 of December of 2021. There is an extra functionality here that we might activate or not, depending on the requirements from the quality system again. Basically, it will check the quantity that is released, not only by date, but also by quantity. So you might say, okay, I will approve this supplier to supply 10,000 units only, for example, or 10,000 kgs or whatever quantity you want to define. Okay, so basically in this case the materials is based, unit of measure is kg, so we will say, okay, we might want to release 2,000 kgs, for example. If we don't activate this, the system will just check that this info record is still valid. Okay, so let's keep it simple this time, and then we will use it for different options. The block function works depending on if we want to block the purchase order, for example, block the purchase order, or block the quotation, or block quotation request and the purchase order, block the source determination, for example. So for example, if we block the source determination, not even the supplier is not even determined by the source determination system when the purchase requisition is proposed, or a total block completely. So we can block completely the vendor in this case. Okay, so let's keep it this blank. You might put in here the reason for blocking, for example. This is just a test. Okay, so we're not going to do any blocking at the moment. We will use it for later videos, more advanced videos. We can use status profiles in this case, but basically we'll just leave it blank. And we also can have quality agreements here. We can upload documents here, for example. Okay, so from inspection control, this is also valid for certifications. We will discuss that in a different video, of course. But we can check the validity of those systems, the quality management system they have. This part is also for the source inspection. We will see in another video as well. So since we have everything, we can just save. So now we have created our first info record for this material. So it means that we can start purchasing this material with this info record. This video is over, but don't you worry, there are more videos to come. Do you want to become an SAP S for Hana QM consultant? If so, you can purchase the entire full series of videos, or you can purchase one-to-one coaching sessions with me. Thanks.